Good morning, everybody. Cheryl Ann here. I thought I'd do an update on my garden. I went to the garden center yesterday and I bought this beautiful variety of sunflower. It's supposed to grow 3 feet tall and 3 feet wide, and I thought it would be perfect. Sorry for all the weeds. For my pumpkin patch. Yes, this is my pumpkin patch. Look at these babies. I'm so excited. They're so cute. And then I have this squash came up on its own. I'm assuming it's a yellow squash. And I have sunflowers here. More sunflowers, more sunflowers, more sunflowers. Do you see a theme here? And then there are some cherry tomatoes here in the plastic tub. And then my lavender, I have no idea. I don't know what that was, but it's really pretty. I'm going to leave it for the birds and the bees. There's the other sunflower and a tomato. My lettuce it's had it. Oh, see, there are some red tomatoes down there, and this thing is just full of blossoms and baby tomatoes. And then these two I planted about a week, 10 days ago, 2 weeks. And I planted sunflowers on either side of them to give them some afternoon shade. And this guy is blooming, and this guy is ready to bloom. This was just a mixture. It was one of those burpee pollinator thing. I'm sorry about the weeds. I do try to keep up, but at my age, I'm losing the battle. So I have that sunflower. Oh, that's a multi-headed one. Oh, love those. And I got a bunch here. There's purple stuff. I don't know what it is. Some cosmos. More purple flowers. And then this is my big raised bed. These are all cherry tomatoes. Oh, I see a couple little ones. And a sunflower and my squash and beans. The squash seems to be shading the beans, and they seem to like that. So I'll go over here. Yeah, the beans are doing really well. There's a pepper. I've got a couple peppers in here, and this is a new. Yeah, that's a newly planted tomato. It's growing really well. Now this is a mixture of Miracle Grow garden soil and potting soil and my own compost. You can see I've got eggshells in here. I throw in some extra calcium. Oh, there's another sunflower getting ready to open. So I just keep it all here. Yeah, it's Miracle Grow potting mix, garden soil, and then from our local nursery, there's another premium soil mix. When I went up to get the jalapenos, of course, I came home with 2 more squash. Now, this opened up this morning, and I planted them last night. It wasn't open, and I've got, look, there's a couple more opening up. So I just threw in some more of that garden mixture, pollinating mixture here. I have to put something over them because we have this colony of feral cats, and I don't want them thinking this is their litter box. So it is verboten for them to come back here and use it as such. And I planted some sunflowers along here to give them some shade, which I may have to replant because I think they'll be okay now. This has the garden soil, the potting soil, and the special mix, and then it's got like eggshells and everything in here and coffee grounds, so I think it'll be okay. And then another big tomato area is over here, and there's a pepper in there that's getting blossoms. These are all cherry tomatoes. I came out yesterday and staked them up because they were really drooping. The nasturtiums with the tomatoes has been a hit. They've done really well together, and this is my 6-foot tomato vine that I've had to clip and stake and tie up. It's got so much fruit. I came out yesterday, I picked 2 little baskets of the yellow cherry tomatoes. I gave them away to whoever wanted them, whoever wanted to stop by and get one. You know, they're about $6 or $7 at the store. This is planted with squash and beans. They haven't sprouted yet, although I do see. No, that's a flower. Oh, I hear a bee. Oh, thank goodness. We need bees. More tomatoes there. Look at all the tomatoes back there. This one is aroma style. They're still green, but that's a cherry tomato. This was my peas. The first day of, 100 degrees. They're gone. Look at these little buggers. Oh, I was just out here and a little hummingbird came up when I had the hose. She wanted a bath. So I gave her a little bath. And she was so happy. She flew away and fluffed her feathers and did a little dance. And then I looked and there were 2. They both wanted a bath, a shower. So they both got their morning shower and they flew away and fluffed their feathers and oh, she's back. There's one of them. See the feeders right there. We get Oreos at the feeder. We get a woodpecker. We get grosbeaks. We usually have about 3 or 4 hummingbirds all year here in our yard. Take you over here. This is just an area. I always grow sunflowers here. It's on this pole that holds up the bird feeder. So I have that, and I have this beautiful, it's white with pink hollyhock. I'm going to save these seeds, and I'm going to label them. And then I have this light pink. See, you can see the water droplets on the hollyhocks. This is what I was spraying. Look at that. Isn't that a gorgeous color? There's another pink. Real pretty. And here's a deep, that's a deep pink. So I like to sit at I don't sit. I like to stand at the kitchen sink when I'm doing the dishes and look out here at the hollyhocks. Yeah, this is my bird, that's my bird feeding tree. Get lots of birds in there. And then I can look out here. Sorry for the mess, I just finished planting and sowing seeds. But there's the sunflower, there's the squash patch. So that should work out well. And see the bird seed that falls down on the ground? Sunflowers. Our temperature dropped 11 degrees from yesterday. It's supposed to only be about 75 today. So that's nice. It'll give everything a little break. Because it was up to 99 and we had to close up the house and turn on the air conditioner. We don't like to do that unless we have to. The jet going overhead. On his way to the Palm Springs airport. So that's my little setup for now. I did order some oats and barley cover crops seeds because I do want to get, our soil. I'll show you over here. Our soil, it's just sand. That's all it is. So that's why I have to do compost and eggshells and coffee grounds and amendments, and because it is just sand. And it's very alkaline. So the coffee grounds give it some acid. And, I've learned. This is like my 3rd year now of really getting serious about my gardening, my urban farming. So if you have any tips or ideas or questions, do let me know, and I'll get back to you. Until next follow-up, bye for now.